ongoing negotiations between the government and the ex-servicemen over the implementation of one rank, one pension appear to have entered a hectic phase now. The government, on its part, is learnt to have proposed two solutions to the veterans. However, already there are murmurs that the veterans are not too amenable to what is being proposed. I have with me Pranav Kulkarni, our defense correspondent, who will try to explain it for us what the exact scenario is. So Pranav, what's happening? I mean, at what stage are the talks now?
Well, since yesterday there have been a number of high-profile meetings. What we understand latest is that the government has asked the ex-servicemen if two corrections could be implemented, or two corrections they would be two corrections if they can accept to the original four conditions that the ex-servicemen have put forth. One of the options that the government has given is that instead of considering 2011 as the base year, which it was initially saying, they have now asked if 2012 could be considered the base year, which means basis salaries that were being drawn in 2012, the new pensions could be offered. The second option which is given is the ex-servicemen had been demanding that every year the pensions should be revised. Right. The government was saying that no, we will revise it every 10 years when with the pay commission. Okay. So now yesterday the government apparently approached the ex-servicemen saying, if not 10 years, can we do it 5 years? Both these demands, the veterans have not accepted any of these demands. So it remains to be seen as to where the negotiating table takes it further.
So what are the other major bones of contention between the ex-servicemen and the government? I mean, these two proposals, as you said, are not cutting much ice with the veterans. Right. But what are the other factors at which both sides appear to have reached no common ground so far?
Okay, basically this whole agitation demanding one rank, one pension has been about four basic demands. One is the definition of one rank, one pension as was defined by the Koshyari Committee in 2011. Okay. The second, as I said, is about the implementation of which year should it be implemented from. The government has been saying that it should be implemented from 2015, whereas the ex-servicemen have been demanded that it should be implemented from 2014 with a retrospective effect. Right. But it will definitely cost an exchequer. I mean, the present calculations are that it will be close to 8,300 crore per year. So if you implement it a year in advance, it is going to be that much expensive.
They'll have to pay arrears.
Absolutely, with arrears. That's the second demand. The third demand, as we already discussed, is the base year. Which year's salary should be considered the basic salary? I mean, the basis salary on which the further calculations go. The government has been saying that 2011 because that's when salaries were less, and whereas the ex-servicemen have been saying that it should be 2013-14. The fourth and the final point is as far as the revision of the pension is concerned. So the government was saying 10 years with each pay commission. The ex-servicemen saying that no, it should be revised every year. Yesterday, the ex-servicemen representatives who met Army Chief General Suhag and even met the Prime Minister's Principal Secretary Nipendra Mishra, they've instead given an option to the government that if not every year, can you increase 3% every year? Okay. To which the government has not agreed. So it's everything is in a limbo as of now.
Okay. So do you see some solution in sight to break the logjam in the next few days? Already there are some theories doing the rounds that PM Modi could step in and expedite the process. Already there is a date, August 28th, being talked about as the probable date when some final decision could be announced. Do you see some solution being the right direction?
Well, Prime Minister Modi has already stepped in with his office directly dealing with the ex-servicemen now. I mean, the Prime Minister's Principal Secretary has directly been dealing with the ex-servicemen. So he has directly intervened, definitely. As far as August 28 is concerned, even earlier there have been dates. Another expectation was that August 15 he would make an announcement, but no such announcement was made. Yes, definitely there seems to be a visible effort from the Prime Minister's office to really, to find a solution to this problem. But given the complexities of the issue, one about the amounts involved, secondly about the demands, both the sides have not been willing to budge from their demands. It looks a little difficult given the timeline, given that we just have 2 more days left for August 28. What remains to be seen is whether the government really goes out of its way and meets the demands of the ex-servicemen, because the ex-servicemen definitely are not going to budge from their demands, the 4 basic demands that they have put forward. So, over the next 2 days, some action has to happen if Prime Minister Modi has to make an announcement on August 28.
All right. So clearly, a lot on the discussing table for both the government and the ex-servicemen to resolve this matter. Thank you so much, Pranav, for
My pleasure, sir.
joining us. Thank you for joining us.